like, I haven't had any formal training, so it's just whatever I've needed it for and however I've used it, kind of thing, if that makes sense. What was the reason why I asked? Because one day it's love to see you having 100 plus emotes you have personally made yourself. Yeah, though, every time I get a new emote slot open, I will try to make more for you guys, obviously. Like, I try to, if I can have them in advance, I'll have them in advance. I'll have them uploaded, sitting in my inventory, because then they're pre-approved, and when I assign them to a slot, they're instant. But I haven't been able to keep up with that until like just now. I'm just starting to. However, I've also got a bunch of bit tiers that are open. I've got 5 bit tiers that are open that I don't have a proper emote for. I have um I'm using Twitch emotes on those at the moment just because I don't have something special for them. It's like when people cheer up to a certain amount and it unlocks that group for them. You'll see it on Bless or Triumph that will have it on theirs. They can use special ones. Also, digital lets you break the rules and cheat its the best. I just like the fact that, so I was saying this earlier, that I know that when my mouse isn't moving on screen, you guys don't see I'm like somewhere else. But when I did my coffee emote, let me bring in the original coffee emote I made and the altered one that I did. Um, where is it? Yeah, that. Okay, so this is the original coffee emote, right? That's what I originally drew on stream. And then I played around with some like various warping and other shit and stuff, and I turned it into this. Hold on, it's a bit zoomed in. But yeah, kind of completely different, but this is the shape that I want it to be. They're different file saves, so they're different sizes and shit. But you can see what, like, just playing around with something versus what I drew was. So, like, I'm getting there. It's just a lot of, like, little learning stuff. Like, I didn't know Gimp existed until February this year. So I love this emote, but I hardly use it. It gets used a fair bit, though. I think it's my third most used emote, I think. What was I looking at? I was trying to look at how to unlock it. See, as far as I understand with Twitch, I've seen people put up sub point goals before, but I don't know if you have to have, hold on. I know that you unlock subs with, or what is that? You unlock emotes with subs, right? But each section is unlocked by more subs, and subs equal subscriber points. But I don't know how much subscriber points each one equals, if that makes sense. I don't understand it very well. Like, for anybody that doesn't know, I've only been streaming for just over a year, like a year and a month now. So I'm still very used to this. Um, Here's a bit that tells me more about it. Hold on. Maybe this will give me some ideas on it. Um, Tells me a fuck ton about how I can manage emotes, but it doesn't tell me how to unlock shit. But yeah, as far as I know, it's like, let's see. Partners also have access to animated emotes. It's like tier 1 subscriber benefits. I know that, as far as I could tell, I think tier 2s unlock by people subscribing to tier 2s, which is why I've got a lot of stuff in tier 1 for you guys, because most people subscribe to tier 1. But I can't offer more in tier 2 unless I have tier 2s unlocked. But I think they go towards more points for it as well. Like, I don't know. So you're fine, don't worry. Yeah, I'm not particularly stressed about this stuff. Like, I get with Grim, like, it would be nice eventually to have like a bunch of stuff that you guys can get when you subscribe and stuff. Fucking hell, I'm changing this. Get out of my ears. Sorry, that was getting that was getting places. Yeah, no, I like, creating a nice new emote for you guys all the time. It's nice to kind of make something fun you guys can kind of play with. Um or like just have and stuff. I don't know how to say it. It's just like that. I don't know which one of these two I rotated a little bit, but I did something to one of them. I think that one was more upright. Um yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this shape, but I was trying to pair it up against the character. Like with before, Oh, come on, heavy metal, please. So, no, I don't have any heavy metal in this. This is My Little Pony and other playlist. I had Skitsamix in here earlier, but I was just over it today. Normally I'd be fine with it, but I just wasn't for it. Um, yeah, so I basically just want to see if I brought in the smaller emotes. Let me bring in the smaller one so I don't have to resize so much shit. What it looks like with it, because there's only really 2, 3 that can go with this, I think. So if I bring in you, these are the ones that the smaller double wings will go with. I like the pony meme video where they call her Megan. I have not seen that. That is something I have not seen. I've seen like a fuck ton of like various like pony parody stuff or whatever. But I have not seen that. Did I seriously just copy the same fucking thing? Is it doing the same shit? It is doing the same shit. How about you go away? Oh no, it is different. Hold on. Don't mind me. All right. So these things, can I resize you? Yeah. About that big. I'll do. So let's pop you there. So just like before, I'm mostly just trying to make sure that this is roughly the right size for it. Megan, we need your big human brain, dexterous fingers. Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that one. Isn't quite the same height. I'll scale you again. Get you down to the same height. Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely haven't. I've seen like a fuck ton of stuff though. It's surprising me that I haven't seen that one. Let's put those two like that. Let's see. You with this one. If I could layer you behind it, please. Not that far behind, but sure. They'll do it. Alright. Let's turn off you. So you being beside that. I mean, it's too big for it, but also kind of sort of works. I gotta get him the same. I gotta make him the same size. That's the problem I've got. Half the problem is the canvas size here, but that one, if I was to put that there, her wing, first shoulder, sort of works. Hers is further down here. That looks a bit stunned. That one, I don't know. I know I should have like spent the time to do this shit before I streamed tonight, but who gives a fuck? That one looks fine with it. And one probably looks fine. I'll probably go with this one. Yeah. All right. I don't really want to delete that one, but we'll keep it there anyway. It'll be fine. I'll go with this one. I have to put a line on it or something, or I won't, and we'll just keep it as a straight thing. So that'll work. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna binge watch some shows. Take care and behave yourself. Maybe. We'll see. There we go. I can't promise anything, Grim, as always. Enjoy your shows. Alright, let me get some fucking colors and shit up here. Like black. I'll do it. Oh, fucking hell. Put that back. God damn it. You didn't even put it back properly. Put it back. Put it in here. There we go. I mean, I had to ask. I mean, maybe. It's fair. That is fair. Alright. I think this is like substantially... Nah, it's down. It is 10. That's right. I didn't quite get there. Fine. Look, hopefully it's not as muggy for you, Grim. You get a bit of a fucking break. Alright. Well, back to trying to get a fucking line. I had like such a fucking pause between the wings that this is going to be fun. Mind you, I need to take a few lines before I fucking get in it. As that we'll see and hope. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's fucking cooler. Like, I've got all the doors and windows and a fan on and shit to try to help. So it'll help a bit for me. I might end up tilting these a bit. Can I fucking move over just a bit more than that? I hate when it's like super zoomed in, but it won't actually let me fucking move it over just where I need it to be. I want to be this zoomed in. But yeah, it'd be fine, I guess. So I am kind of like adjusting to the fact that like my tablet is like right up against me because like I've said this before, I don't have a lot of like desk space. So like my tablet is kind of jammed up into like a weird position for where my hand is to start with. Why I want most things to like start over here, it's easier. Um but yeah, I gotta admit, it's definitely a lot easier on my shoulder and other stuff than what do you call it? The mouse was. Oh man, the mouse was fucking raw on my shoulder because I've got osteoarthritis in my shoulder. So that's the last thing you need is to be like you draw for 10 hours and then basically like your arm just feels like it's in the process of being ripped off. Because that's essentially what it used to feel like. It needed to be over but up more. So it's not like right there. Yeah. That's fantastic sensation. But also for anybody that doesn't know, so the music is only while I'm live. Yeah. Ugh, give me that back. Give me. So yeah, the music's only while I'm live, not on the VOD. So it's generally easier to like chit chat. Oh god, ask questions and shit. Fuck it, I'm zooming out. Don't you give me the fucking little suction thingy. Jesus Christ. I love sometimes how this program works, and I think I've made this too centered. All right, fuck it. All right, camera, give me my mouse. There we go. All right. So what I want to do, fucking delete. Let's not delete the layer. I don't want to have to delete it again. Just get rid of that. And let's say I want this, and I want yeah all of that. That a new fucking page. It kind of goes against the whole new layer shit, but let's say not that far. Let's give me about an 8, 8, 8, or 8, 9 is fine. Give me that to work with. Because I can fucking do more when I can scroll around a bit better. It'll do me fine. Get rid of the background. I love that that's still cream. It really shouldn't be. All right, so this can go and go. And I guess I don't really have line art layer yet, so that's fine. This stuff. I don't know if I'm going to take the other thing. I might as well fucking take it with me. Let's move it down into frame. Throw this in here too. Why the fuck not? Put you at the back and let's hide you. Get you out of my face. Get gone. I have a handheld glass screen tablet with a pen connects to PC via Wi-Fi. So I've got, I think this is a Wacom Intuos, and I looked into like several different tablets, and because I'm like old school drawing, where you kind of like we're kind of always just made to sit down at a table and draw on a surface. Like I find that like drawing wherever and like on any kind of like kind of tilt and incline and stuff like that, I find that very difficult. Like I think they're awesome. I just like can't do it myself. So I always have to like be seated and fucking draw at a desk and shit. Which whatever. But yeah, it's kind of like more so an adjustment to the fact that I only draw once a month. And when I do draw, like it's for like a few hours on a stream. And then I kind of like have to pack everything away. So I can't just like freely draw whenever the fuck I feel like it throughout the month. Because I don't have the desk space. I really don't. At the moment, like one of my cats, Azula, is up here. She's behind my what would you call this? Behind like my mouse mat, kind of where my keyboard cover would normally be sitting. But because I've got my drawing tablet out, my keyboard cover's kind of like off to like a side askew. My microphone's on that, and my keyboard's underneath it. And last time I was playing, I think it was last time I was playing Diablo, I bumped my desk and everything slid off my fucking what do you call it, keyboard cover down the back of my desk while I was live. I'm like, well, there's nothing I could do about that. At least my microphone stayed where it was. That was like the one good thing. It just whatever. I'll get a mic stand eventually. It's on the list. I'll get it eventually. But the drawing tablet and stuff like that was also on a list. That was actually fucking funded by you guys. That was amazing. I would have still been drawing with a mouse and been in agony still every month. But yeah, the only real time I've like sat down and drawn outside of a stream at this point has been when I made my avatar, and I spent like I think it was like 20 hours on her between everything else because at the time I was spending about 75 hours a week on streaming plus editing and posts like what do you call it, like content creation stuff elsewhere. So I didn't have a lot of free time, but I slammed it into like 2 or 3 days and shoved like 20 hours in there and just like got her made. That was pretty great. That was all with a mouse too. Um, Actually, fuck it, I can bring her in here. Hold on. Where is she? I'll only bring in her as she might be open as a different type. I don't know which variation I've got her open as. She might pop up with a different hair color. Doesn't fucking matter. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, so I've got like all sorts of shit for her. If I turn off that one, where is her other hair bit? So she's got like fucking billions of different things. I'm not gonna go through all of her various like hair colors and shit, but like I've got, why did this get so small? Oh, I get this moved up like a heap because I don't use none of that shit. So I've got things like what, mouth and eyes closed. I want mouth and eyes open. See, where's the other one for that? Let's close eyes, eyes, and where's her mouth? That would be all the way down here, I think. No, I bypassed it. Let's see. Mouth. The fuck did I put her mouth there? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, that took a bit. I know she'd do better as a streamer in art with an avatar since views do judge looks. That's sad, but it's staying on here. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's got their own preference though. Like I don't personally give a shit if I can see somebody. Like my face is never going to be on stream. That's just a fact. It is not a part of my channel or my content. My avatar is my representation of myself. And like so I've put like a fair bit of effort into her. And, you know, like for fuck's sake, like my biggest thing I love showing off is the fact she's got literally fucking fingernails. Most people can't even see that. Or she's got like earrings and shit. Most people can't see that. But it just depends. Like a lot of the streamers I originally started watching did not have cameras. So Blondish hair looks so good. She's got all sorts of redeemables and stuff. They're in under channel points and stuff. So eventually, if you get up enough points or whatever, if you wanted to have blonde hair, purple hair, a white dress, black dress, green variant outfit, lavender outfit, or silver outfit variants. Like you can redeem them as well. Yeah, I added those in. Like the program I'm using for my PNG tuber is super light, but I'm not using it the way it's supposed to be getting used. So I've got like 70 something images for my avatar to like have all of her variations and stuff. Red hair acrylic, never. So I get asked that a couple of times, and because my character has a life and story and stuff like that, like everything about her is canon. She has never had red hair, so she never will have red hair. So that's the only like downside, I guess, to that. But I do get asked about red hair a lot. What the fuck? I am so lucky I had that low at the moment, Scarlett. That is the loudest fucking jump scare I've got on my channel. I am super fucking loud. That was really low in my head. Oh man. Thank you for the fucking 100 bits, but fucking hell. So usually like if I'm playing PUBG or something like that, that's when people like try to scare the shit out of me because like I've got max volume on. And usually when I'm listening to music, my headset's a lot louder too. But tonight I've got it like turned way down just because like before stream I had a headache. So I'm like, I'm still gonna play music, but I don't have to have it loud in my own ears if I don't want to. That people love my art, but they don't like it because guy in his 40s is it Zoomer. He let's say Zoomers be ages. I think it's all just fucking personal preference, honestly. Like it also depends on I guess how engaging you are or what you do during your art and stuff like that. Because like sometimes, like even not just art specifically, but if I'm watching somebody and I'm like, you know, not feeling like I'm connecting with them or something like that, like it does lose me. Like, as I said, like art for me is only once a month. So I do get a few people like find me while I'm doing this, but then it's another month before I do it again. I said no red hair right now from unstuffing. Oh man. You know the funniest thing is I know you're like having a joke, but I've had so many people like legit rage out that I won't like make her have red hair because like she'd look fine with red hair if I wanted to. Hold on, see if I can fucking do a thing just quick. I never make it actual, but like, let's see. Get that out there. Get that out there. She's got blonde on at the moment. All right. Keep that one. I duplicate that. I pull that up. And if I say, I won't be able to see a lot of this, but if I put that down, I think I hit all that. So if I grab this and I grab that, that should be all of that. I said it would be more probably pink than orange, although oranges tend to look pretty alright. So maybe we go with like red orange. I would say almost darker red would look better. That go with that is black. Hold on. Fuck off that. I did that, and then I went with bringing it up. I know that all the like the various shadows and shit I've got for this is not going to be the right color, but I can add in all sorts of shit variations and stuff if I want to. So if I wanted to put that above purple, for instance, have purple, or it might work better with brown actually. Hold on, take you down, turn you on there. Brown with the shadows kind of looks a bit better. But like I can do shit like that. I can if I really want to. I don't know which way it's gonna do with that. That ain't what I wanted. Let's say if I grab this and that and said gradient that shit. Like other way. I take it down like that. Like that. Sort of thing. I can mess around like all hell with it. If I change the fringe over too, so it's not as bright. Purple maybe look better. Something like that. I turned off some of the shadowing. It doesn't help that like the shadows are its own different thing. I have to fuck around with it. But yeah, that's the people who rage because they don't get their own way. It's pathetic. You don't need them in your community. Yeah, no, I had a few people that did that way back in the beginning. I had a few people that like bitched almost every single week. They wanted something, and I wouldn't do it because it's not canon to my character. And I think the thing is, like, there's a few streamers I watch who legitimately they could do anything they want with their character because, like, they're literally just a character to them. It's not a representation of themselves. It's not something that they personally identify with, kind of thing. Like, my avatar is me. Like, she has always been me. She'll always be me. So, like, for me, I need her to look how I feel that she should look for her, like, it's a little bit confusing because she's me, I'm her, but she has various stories in her own life and all that shit. So from my perspective, like, I know what she would do. I know what she would say. I know how she'd dress, stuff like that. But at the same time, like, she's also quite comfortably a representative of myself and stuff. So when people like suggest like this outfit or to do that or whatever, and I'm just like, no, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen because she would never do that or I would never do that. And, I can't just magically change to just suit it, kind of thing. Plus, if it just generally doesn't fucking work with community and stuff, like, I thought it was quite funny when everybody suggested a squirter bottle to as an emote in the future to have for, like, my 18 plus streams and stuff for when those happen. And I'm like, yes, that would be hilarious. I would definitely add that because there have been times where people in my comics have spritzed her with like a water bottle as like bad cat kind of thing, and I find it funny. So yes, that's fair. That could happen. But yeah, I find it kind of funny if people kind of rage out and stuff. Um, I'm not quite there with my Abby as I was just starters, but when I get real models, she's going to be so much more mature, long hair, thigh highs, and definitely some leather clothing. Yeah, I've heard you sort of talk about like the advancements you want with character. Eventually, I might like teach myself live 2D or something like that. Let me change that song before it gets too weird. They'll do it. Yeah, so like I might learn 2D or I might learn Blender or something like that. Like I already taught myself how to do all this shit. I already taught myself how to do everything to do with streaming and stuff. So I figure it can't really be that much of a variation of difficulty. I also like fucking I learned heaps of stuff for streaming. That's the other thing too, is like a lot of the streamers that I originally found, because like before streaming, I had never been on Twitch. I never watched anybody or anything. I had no experience with this platform at all. Like I'd seen stuff go onto YouTube that was kind of like repurposed on there from Shroud, Dr. Disrespect, Choco Taco, stuff like that, playing PUBG. But I really had like nothing else. I didn't know what else you could do on here. Um, I didn't do art stream until I think February, um, and I started in November, so it was like probably like 4 months before I did an art stream for the first time. That was back when I used to see numbers and shit. So I know that like I don't think anybody turned up for that back then. I also listened to music and stuff throughout the night. But yeah, so when you start your 2D, you should have your model, folder, pet badger. Why? Like again, that's obviously like wouldn't happen. Although if I was holding on to her badger, that would be fucking Triantha's wife. That'd be a little weird. Just holding on to his wife during stream. That was so funny too when I fucking rocked up in his stream and I was talking with just like chatting in chat, and fucking some people thought that I was like what do you call it, Mrs. Chaos Senpai, and I'm like, nope, I am not that. That was fucking hilarious. Let me get this zoomed out so I can see it a bit better like that. But I've had a few suggestions. Like I've had some people have suggested that I should sit on like a cushion or something, or hold a cushion. Like it's not really my thing. Honestly, I wanted my character to have her hands sitting between her, like just resting together in my lap. But when I drew her, that was so my avatar is the first thing I drew after 10 years of not drawing. So back in 2011, I had an accident that left me physically injured. I dealt with like physio and permanent injuries for years and stuff. And then